Continuation on the Santa Cruz. We also got the XRT here with the 2.5 liter turbo, and it's got some nice orange. You also have your bed cover that comes with it that you can close up and send. Oh, that's spring loaded too, so it goes right back for you. That's nice. So nice color on it. You get a little bit more black trim to kind of differentiate with some black handles. One thing I would like with this, because that's one thing that would be nice with the different trims, if we had a little bit of orange in here, especially with this, like, so see if we had taken this black gloss, just a little color of orange right there, or stitching, that just brings it all together that way. So, but the wheels look really, really good. That's a nice, it looks like wrenches. Looks like it has wrenches on the wheels. That's kind of cool. That's neat. But yeah, got very nice, tidy engine in here. It looks good. Pretty tight, but it looks good. Not bad. And also you got the nice orange tow hooks. So see, you get that little bit of orange color splash. So see if we could get this inside of the interior, that would just make this trim so much better. That looks really, really good.
You have the black chrome there.
Yeah.
It's cool trim.
So how much? So how many lights do we have here? All of these individual pods, or is it just, so then you got your,
daylight.
Right,
I think that's
now why, is this chrome, or is this just, it's chrome. That's weird. Okay, let me look at that real quick. I didn't really notice that. So a little bit of chrome in the back. Let's see here. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so that brings it together. That's good. Anyways, Santa Cruz XRT. It does look like a weird spot, but it does help it bring together if they keep it continuous like that. So, but that is odd. Yeah. Oh, and you got a little bit of chrome right here on your handle. So I think is there a button? Yeah, just electric button for that. So if your power's not on and your vehicle's dead, you cannot get your tailgate down if there's no power. That does not help. I want an option to have manual. Let me have this thing down. Don't have that option. Like that's a problem.
Orange to me, but it's called candy red.
It's called orange. I'm not sure what they're talking about. So, but that color is definitely orange. Anyways, looks good though.
Just like
yep.
Let's go stream.
Look bad.
For kind of a big car.
Yeah.
That's a comfortable seat.
Yeah, and with the option of having the bed in the back, it definitely looks like
minimal.
Looks like it's definitely more room than the Ridgeline does. The Ridgeline does not have much leg room back there at all. Ooh, nice storage space there in the bottom. Good.
Actual nice gear shift there.
Oh yeah, that's nice. So you have your parking brake here. Okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, so you can actually, so this actually moves, which is nice. And then you got your parking brake tab right here, which you can use. That's kind of nice. This one, once again, only has USB-Cs for charging. Let's see if this, oh, okay, that opens up. Nice little storage there. And yeah, nice, not bad. Not bad at all. So about the same setup on all of the levers. You got everything that was on the Palisade over there. Everything is where it needs to be by itself. So you have signals, lights. Yeah. But so you have your parking brake button right over there, which is separate from your gear shifter, which has a button on the front.
Yeah.
So that actually moves. Yeah. And then there's your extra parking brake, so that's kind of nice. And then you got really fine, can't see it, air vents right here. So that's kind of cool how they've kind of hidden it. I'm kind of questioning how much airflow you actually get out of that, though.
I'm curious about that.
Let's see. And then you got your speaker right here, which is interesting.
Look at the weird
texture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheapy texture.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, like this
shape.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
that's
to a flat.
oh, this is that really cheap material that when it gets too hot, it just gets all sticky, and it just starts peeling. That's not good. So yeah, so you don't want this in Florida if you don't have a garage. If you don't have a garage, this is going to stop peeling like nuts.
This is like their mid-grade spec here.
Yeah.
This is still a nice car though.
Oh yeah.
And the leather.
What about good check?
It's still good. Well,
not bad. Not bad.
It's still good quality leather, and I'm sure I want to drive one of these.
Yeah. Check that back here. Oh, okay. Yeah, it has its own dedicated. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So you definitely can't do a Route 44 from Sonic in that back seat, but not bad.
I believe we did get a little bit of a squaring up.
Ooh, yeah, it's not as rounded.
for the truck, I think
Yeah.
is needed. See, because there's the...
Yeah, it's a lot rounder. Yeah,
well,
this looks.
maybe. It looks like they squared it up.
Well, see, they had to bring it further out, so you have the headlight pods right there. Because these are just your running lights up here.
But this is going to be one of the most, one of the easier looking mechanical
Doesn't look bad.
models here.
Yeah.
That looks pretty easy to work on when you have to. This is just a 2.5 liter.
Yeah.
No turbo. Plenty of room for it. But if you're looking for a vehicle to keep forever and to work on yourself, this is probably still not it. But
So this is the front-wheel drive version of the Santa Cruz SEL, and this one's going to be starting at about $35,000, and that's not counting for a markup from the dealer. So about 35,000, probably more than that, but
comparing
35.
this to a, this is about right on line with a Maverick Lariat.
Yeah.
That's the same.
But I mean, just the foot space in the back looks like there's more room than a Honda Ridgeline, because the Honda Ridgelines, those things are so tight in the back.
It
So
looks more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Now, also you get the rear windows here. Obviously, it's a smaller opening, but the windows do go all the way down, which is kind of nice. Take a look at the bit, and also you got the black trim, which really does look pretty good. Okay, now see, so here we got a problem. So take a look from the eye level. This is how high the bed is. So that is, I am leaning on the truck into the bed, and I'm kind of cutting off circulation with my arm, trying to get to the bottom. Oh, it's definitely easier. But then you got the Maverick, which this is much lower on. So if you want a little bit easier to get in and out of cargo-wise, you're probably going to want a Maverick bed-wise. But still, if you're just putting stuff in every once in a while through the tailgate, not bad. So definitely a lot easier than the Tacomas and everything else.
Look at that.
That Tacoma's Tundra.
Ah, here's a nice little Easter egg. Designed in California.
Oh,
That's kind of
that's cool. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. Nice wheel design on
I'm
there.
not a huge fan of that. But
Yeah, it's a little bit odd.
I think they could have brought it to here
Yeah.
and been fine.
Yeah, well, it depends
Yeah,
on how they were
no.
trying to work the window, though. So
Yeah, it's not the same door as that. It is stretched.
yeah,
And I think that's more of on the Telluride platform, I think.
potentially, yeah,
So, the
So,
wheelbase is
mhm.
longer than that.
yeah.
It's either that or it's the Sorrento platform. It could be the Sorrento.
Yeah. It really didn't look bad though. Nice tires on and everything. It's good.
Sorrento's Kia. This is Honda. It's on the Santa Fe platform.
They do crisscross a little bit, but yeah. Alright guys, that is it for the content on this video, but we got more coming for the car show as well, so make sure you check out those videos. Either you're going to be in a playlist or on the video somewhere over by Todd's face over there. So anyways, check those videos out, and we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.